Yes. Hello, guys. Very good evening, everyone. Yeah, just let everyone join. Yes, a very good evening. Yes, to everyone, welcome you to the last session of our income tax revision. Here we'll be continuing with our last chapter and then we'll go with our mock test papers which you have with us. Okay. Yes, good evening Shikha, good evening Shreya, good evening Samita, good evening Shri Raksha. Yeah. Yes, is everyone there? By the way, when I'm back, means when I will be there back in your Udupi or Mangalore, surely do meet as we have been not been face to face. I just know you guys by your names. That too only those guys who are commenting regularly. There are some around 10, 12 students who do not even message. Maybe they would be so much busy that they do not have enough time to do a chat. Okay, so let's guys start with the quick revision of our earlier chapter and then we'll move towards the last chapter, that is of your return filing. Okay, so here the 11th chapter, which is about your deductions, which were revised in the last session. So in deductions you just need to remember that your deductions would be allowed only in the normal income. Your deductions can't be reduced from your long-term capital gain 112A and short-term capital gain 111A, as well as normal long-term gain. Okay, so here your deductions can't be reduced. Other than that, whatever income you have, that can be get further deductions from all of this following which are applicable to you. In the starting, we have started with a big mall. In that big mall, we have gone and we have seen a big shop. That was your section 80C. Section 80C says that whenever you pay life insurance premium for you, your spouse, or your children, in that case, you'll get a deduction, and the deduction is limited to 10% of premium of sum assured or premium, whichever is lower. If your policy is after 1/4/12, and if it is your policy is before 1/4/12, the insurance premium limitation is premium or 20% of sum assured. In the case of SSS handicap, the insurance limit is after 1/4/13, 15% or insurance payment or premium, whichever is lower. Thereafter, further, we have seen different ATC payments. There are so many different payments given there, right? They were right from your Sukanya Samruddhi scheme, NABARD bonds, fire deposits, tuition fees, okay, principal repayment of your housing loan, and further many more. So any of this you can invest in of the allowed option, and the total of this, including life insurance premium, maximum you can go out with 1,50,000 for ATC separate. Further, we have seen ATCCC when you give a pension, when you take a pension policy with your LIC. In this case, your further deduction is 1,50,000. Plus, there is one more thing. If you do a pension policy with your national, with the central government, that is your Atal Pension Yojana. In this case, you get separate deduction of, that is your 10% of salary or 20% of your gross total income. Okay, including this all three, there is also one more major limit which is says you can't go above 1,50,000. But there is separate ATCCD1B 50,000 for central government pension scheme, that you can separately eligible. You are eligible separately for that same. Okay, so total here becomes your 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, 1 lakh 50,000 plus 50,000. Further, when we go here in section 80D, that is here for medical claim, in that we all learn that for you, your spouse, your children, there is limit of 25,000. Your parents, there is another limit of 25,000. Okay. Further, if your parents are senior citizen, 25,000 will be added by 25,000, and if you yourself, the SSC itself is a senior citizen, another 25,000 will be allowed there. Thereafter, further, we have seen 80 double D. If you have any dependent relative who is handicapped, in that case, you will get 75,000 or 1,25,000 flat deduction. If the SSC is himself handicapped, in that case, the deduction is available to SSC himself. Either relative or SSC, anyone can take this deduction. Again, deduction is same, 75,000 or 1,25,000 flat deduction. Thereafter, we have moved to the next section, that was 80 double DB. If you are getting treatment for any specified disease, so whatever expenditure you are doing for the treatment of specified disease, or 50,000 for normal citizen, 1 lakh for senior citizen, whichever is lower, it's a deduction. From this deduction, you will subtract if you are getting any insurance claim, the balance will be get as your deduction. Next, we came into the loan series. In loan series, we have first seen section 80E, which was for your education loan. Interest of this education loan will be allowed to you once you start the payment for up to 8 years. Another was 80EE, that was for your housing loan. Again, the limit here for the house property is 50 lakh. Loan should be only 35 lakhs. And here the deduction is 50,000 if the loan is sanctioned between 16 and 17. Further, they have created 80EEA, which was for your again housing loan, limit 1,50,000 if your house stamp duty value is up to 45 lakh rupees. So interest deduction you will get here as well. This limit is the loan should be sanctioned between 19 to 22. Please remember, first you will get interest under your housing property section 24B deduction, and if there is more interest, that will come here. Next is 80EEB, that is again created for interest on your electric vehicle. If the loan is sanctioned, this please remember, loan sanction date is important, between 19 to 23, you will get another deduction of 1,50,000 on the interest payment. Please remember, again the loan should be sanctioned between these dates, and it should be for electronic vehicle only. Okay. Thereafter, we gone to the next part of this chapter, which talks about 80G deductions. In deduction, we have seen that whenever you do a donation to someone, okay, if there are donation category, there are two categories of donation. First category of donation, it talks about your unlimited category. Whatever amount you will pay, you will get a deduction. In that unlimited category, there is 100% category which asks you to give a all donate deduction, whatever amount you pay, 5, 10, 15, 20 crore, whatever you want to pay. There is another 50% category, limited category, unlimited category, in which whatever amount you pay, you will get flat 50% deduction. That include Jawaharlal Nehru Fund, Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust, Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, and PM Drought Relief Fund. Okay. Then going further in the 100 limited category, please remember, take all the deduction of limited category, that can be 100% or 50%. Do it total, and maximum allowed would be 10% of adjusted total income. What is adjusted total income? Is nothing but your gross total income minus, or if you pay to any minority trust. Okay. In this case, you will get a separate deduction of 50%. So you do 100%, 50% total, maximum allowed up to the limit. We have seen the questions also for this. Okay. Further, we see 80GG, someone who is not getting housing rent allowance, HRA, but paying rent can get claim deduction here. Deduction is minimum of 5,000 per month, or 25% of adjusted total income, or rent paid minus 10% of adjusted total income, just like HRA. Okay. Going further, now the next deductions are your 80Q, GGB and GGC. Okay, this we have seen here. GG is for when someone who is not having PGBP and still donating for scientific research will get 100% deduction. GGB and GGC is when you donate to political party or electoral trust. B is for your Indian company, and C is for your foreign companies. Again, 100% deduction is allowed here. Next is your 80JJAA, whenever you employ new employees. Okay, in this case the deduction is available flat 30% of their salary. The only conditions are that first, their salary should be less than 25,000. Okay. Second, they should be regular employee participating in your provident fund. Third, they should be employed for more than 240 days during a previous year, or more than 150 days in case of footwear or apparel industry. Also, if they are not less employed for this year, more employed for other year, no problem, they will get the deduction. So for addition of employee, this deduction you will get, and total aggregate addition, okay, that you have to check here. Further, thereafter, the next sections are on the basis of income. So 80QQB, you are getting your royalty on books, and QQC, you are getting royalty on, RRB, royalty on your patents. Royalty on your patents, correct. So in this case, the deduction would be again the royalty amount or 3 lakh, whichever is lower. If royalty is received in percentage wise, so 15% of the royalty or 3 lakh, whichever is lower, will be your deduction available for you. And similarly for patent, it is the patent amount received or 3 lakh, whichever is lower, will be a flat deduction available for you. Also please remember here that here in this case, if you are earning something from foreign country, please convert it into Indian country within 6 months or period allowed by RBI. The next last two sections were TTA and TTB. TTA was for normal citizen, TTB was for senior citizen. TTA is for interest on saving account only, maximum deduction 10,000. So whatever interest you are getting first, it will be added in income from other source and then it will be subtracted here. And the next part was TTB, which was for very only senior citizen. Deduction allowed here was again how much? 50,000, and here it is not only on saving account interest but also on interest on fixed deposit. Again you will add the interest upside and you will get a deduction here. So this was all about your chapter deductions. Anyone have any query in this? Yes, come on, say me quickly. No queries, guys. Can we go further with the next chapter as well? Yes, come on, say me, guys. It seems you don't have any query. Okay, that's great. Let's go to the next chapter. The next chapter we talked about was your TDS, TCS and advance tax. So here in TDS, we have learned that the TDS has to be done on the payment or credit, whichever is earlier. But there were 5 such cases where TDS will be done on the basis of payment and payment only. So first of this case was when you are paid salary. Next is when you are paid employment provident fund. Thereafter winnings from lottery, betting, gambling and maturity of life insurance and compensation for your compulsory acquisition. For these 5 things, the TDS will be done only on the basis of payment. For all others, it will be done on the basis of payment or credit, whichever is earlier. Further, if the person doesn't provide you PAN, uska you will deduct TDS at 20% or the rate whichever is higher. TDS under section 192 was for salary at slab rate. TDS under section 192A was for your balance of provident fund if it is paid. 193 was TDS on interest other than security, on securities. Again here the deduction rate is 10%. No TDS need to be done if you are paying to government, LIC, JIC. Okay. TDS on 194A, important part. Okay, that's your TDS on interest other than securities, on interest other than securities. Limit is of here for 5,000, but if it is a bank, then limit is 40,000 or 50,000. Okay, the TDS has to be done at 10%, and only to it is applicable to only the person to whom last year audit was applicable. Okay, going on further, we have seen section 194B and BB, which talks about TDS on your betting, winnings from lottery, betting and gambling. Further, not gambling, I will say lottery and betting and puzzles. Gambling is not allowed. Okay. Further, 194BB talks about your TDS on the winnings from horse races. Both where TDS is flat 30% if your amount is more than 10,000 rupees. Okay. Next was 194C, which is very important, which is on contract. Please remember, it is not on any paper or every contract. It is only on some customized contract only. Okay, includes work contract or something like that, because they are customized. If single bill is about 30,000 or the total aggregate bills are about 1 lakh, you need to deduct the TDS at the rate 1% for individual HUF and 2% for all other SSC. Who is going to deduct the TDS? The one who is having audit applicable in the last year. Please remember here, in the case of TV channel, they will deduct the TDS if they have made any series, any serial as per their requirement. TDS will be applicable. If ready-made serial they have just taken the broadcasting grant, TDS will be not applicable. Okay. Also remember, the contract should be customized. If they are taking anything ready-made, then 194C will not be there. If they are making something special, something for them, the TDS will be there. Like we have seen example of furniture that has been specifically made for yourself, or t-shirts with your own design. Next, then going further. Also guys, now you can ask me, sir, if we have a payment of 50,000 and we take 2 invoices of 25,000 each, no TDS applicable. So we have 99,000 payment, we take each invoice of 25, 24, no TDS applicable, because the limit says one single invoice above 30 or total aggregate invoice above 1 lakh, then only this will be applicable. Next is section 194E, which is TDS on your sports person, non-resident sports person. TDS is on 20%. Please remember, plus says as well, because he is a non-resident, we do not trust him whether he will come back and pay Indian taxes or not. Okay. Next is 194EE, deposit on your national savings scheme 10%, and 194F when repurchase of mutual fund units is done, it is 20%. Okay, 194G, TDS on commission of sale of lottery tickets. So here the lottery company will do the TDS 5% if the commission is above 15,000. And then interesting section comes 194H. If someone to whom last year audit is applicable, he will deduct the TDS to our brokerage or commission if it goes above 15,000. Okay, in a total year or single bill as well. The TDS upon this is applicable at rate how much? 5%. Further, 194I, very important section when you do when you rent out your property. Okay, when you take any property on your rent and you are paying them rent, if the rent is about 2,40,000 for the complete year, for plant and machinery the rate is 2%, for property, land and building the rate is 10%. This need to be done here. Okay, if the audit is applicable for you in the last year. If you are an individual person to whom audit is not applicable, then for you the next section comes here is 190IB, that is specifically made for individuals and HUF if they are paying more than 50,000 rupees per month rent. So TDS has to be done in the last month of TDS or last month rent, whichever is higher. 194IA is there if someone is purchasing a property above 50 lakhs, not stamp duty, sell consideration. Okay, so even if my stamp duty value is 49 lakh but my sell consideration is 52 lakhs, this TDS will be applicable at 1% at the time of payment or credit, whichever is earlier. Further, thereafter we have seen next section 194 IC, TDS under development agreement for joint development agreement. In that case you will get 10% of whatever amount the builder is paying to you. Next is 194J, which is important because all of people in future are going to deduct your TDS in this section, right, once you are chartered accountant. So here the limit is 30,000 specifically for professional service. Just a second guys. Yeah, 30,000 specifically for professional service, technical service separate, royalty separate, no limit for director fees in this section 194G. Okay, and the TDS will be deducted at 10% for all the professional and technical service. Please remember the limits are separate for each of them. Going further, 194K talks about TDS in respect of units when they are units are repurchased above 5,000. Another important section, TDS on compulsory acquisition of land. It will be 10% if the land value is about 2,50,000, but this will done at the time of payment, right? And another section is for individuals who are not covered in section 194H or J. If they take any professional service or commission or brokerage and they are paying this above 50 lakhs during the previous year, they will deduct the TDS at the rate 5%. Thereafter, section 194N, if another very important, when the cash withdrawal are more than 1 crore rupees during a financial year, the TDS will be deducted at 2%. If that person haven't filed income tax return for last 3 years, about 20 lakhs, 2% will be deducted, and above 1 crore, 5% of TDS will be deducted on the cash withdrawal. Next, 194E, e-commerce operator will deduct this TDS at 1%. 194P for your P, you can remember personal assistant to senior citizen above 75 years of age. If they have income from only other sources and interest, in that case they can simply ask the bank itself to deduct the TDS and form a declaration with them. 194Q is purchase of goods if it is above 50 lakhs during a previous year, 0.1% of TDS need to be deducted. 194S is for your transfer of digital assets, again 1% of TDS need to be deducted. And the last 194R, which you have made me aware about, it is deducted, just we have learned it here only somewhere. Okay, when a business or profession pays someone and he perquisite about 20,000 rupees, so they need to deduct the TDS of this amount under section 194R, right? 10% TDS need to be deducted. Okay. Going further, then we have seen how much TDS need to be deducted during the previous year, during a month, and it has to be paid by 7th of next month. Return has to be filed in during the after quarter, the next month's last date, but for the month of March, they have extended it to the 31st of May. If you do not file the TDS return, the penalty will be 200 rupees per day, and if you do not pay the TDS amount within the due date, even for a single day, the interest will be applicable for you. If you do not deduct the TDS, interest is at 1%. If you deduct the TDS and don't pay the TDS, the interest is at 1.5%. Okay, per month. Remember this separately. TCS, we have seen all the different rates for TCS separately. We have seen for our car, when you purchase a car which is about 10 lakh rupees TCS, the seller will collect extra amount from you as a TCS and he will pay it to the government, so that government should also get to know that you are purchasing a car of 10 lakh rupees, and government will also give you congratulations if you haven't filed income tax return for last some years. Okay, so that was all your revision up to now. Hopefully everyone is clear with this. Yes, quickly say me, is everyone please say me. अरे एटलीस्ट लास्ट सेशन में तो हिम्मत लाओ यार मैसेज करने की, मुझे पता तो चलने दो कौन कौन अलग अलग बच्चे बैठे मेरी क्लास के अंदर, नहीं तो मैं क्या करूँगा, you know there has to be something done to make your camera also visible here. Okay, same is everyone clear with this? Let me know if any one of you are down in any particular section, or else we'll begin with our last part of this chapter and then we'll go toward RTP. sorry, mock test paper. Yes, I got to know Vaishnav is there in class. Shiraksha is there in class. Yes, Shika is there in class. Very good. Shreya is there in class. Samita, okay, very good guys. So let's go to the last part of your advanced tax. Okay. Now please remember what government says that, yes, Bhavya. Now government says that why should we remain or we should wait up to the last, up to for the complete year to get a tax. Even we want payment in advance so that we can also do the work and we should not delay the work. So government has applied a advance tax. It is applicable to a person to whom the liability is about 10,000. Okay, the total tax is about 10,000, then this is applicable to them. Exceptions, resident senior citizen not having income from PGBP, they do not have to pay advance tax any as such. Okay. Yes, Bhavya and Kirti, very good. So now here, see what are the limits here. Up to 15 June, you have to pay 15% of advance tax. Up to 15 September, cumulatively you have to pay 45% of advance tax. 15 December 75% and 15 March 100%. Okay, so remember here. Okay. Right, everyone? So these are your due dates. Up to here you have to pay 15%, 45%, 75% and 100% of advance tax. Okay. Now if you don't pay this, then there are three different types of interest which are applicable to you. Okay, which are section 192, 24A, B and C. It is very interesting to understand this section's applicability. Okay, because a question can come to ask you what is your interest which is there for the 1 and 2, 234A, B and C. Okay, so pay attention here. The first interest 234A is for delay in return filing itself. So if you haven't filed your return up to the return filing due date, their penalty is separate. Penalty तो आपको लगेगी. Penalty is already there, 5,000 or 1,000, right? But other than that, you will also get this. Just a minute. Also, you will get interest on the tax amount because you haven't paying the tax amount to the government. So see, 234A, everyone pay attention and then draw the diagram which I am drawing here. Do it later on once I complete the diagram, okay? Because this will clear your all concept of your 234A, B, C interest. So see, tax, whatever tax has come as per return of income, okay, that is tax, and whichever is unpaid after 1st of April. So whatever is total tax, if you have paid any advance tax, so the unpaid amount multiply by 1% per month or part of the month, multiply by the period up to which you haven't filed your return. So section 234A simply talks about this period. Wait a minute, let me erase your cake. Okay, see now. So this section talks about this period. Okay, so from here up to whenever you file your return, this 234A will charge you 1% per month interest for the unpaid tax amount. So say if my total tax is 1 lakh and I have already paid in my advance tax 90,000, so only unpaid is 10,000, so on 10,000 this 1% will come. So for the loss of revenue for the government, they are going to charge you this interest. Okay, this is all about your 234A. Next, 234B, interest on non or short payment of advance tax. Okay, this comes for your advance tax. So now here, see, but this talks about only the last installment. Okay, because they are talking about total advance tax. So see, interest is not applicable if SSC has paid 90% of advance tax. So if my total tax was 1 lakh and in advance tax I already paid 90,000 in total, no tax for you. Because see what happens, advance tax you have to pay with your judgment. Okay, it's not 100% sure that it will be there or not it will be there. It won't be there. So this estimation is there. So government says 10% estimation में गड़बड़ हो सकता है, no problem. But 10% से ज़्यादा रहा एक भी रुपया, so this 234B will also come into place. How much will be this pension? It will be your short paid as per return of income, whatever is your short paid of your short payment of advance tax into 1% per month from 1st of April to actual date of payment. So ये advance tax का अलग से है. So pension. So here if I am talking about again in our diagram, so this comes from 31st of March up to the payment, not return file date, payment. अगर आपने payment पहले कर दिया तो payment हो जाएगा. So I will just draw it like this. Up to the payment. This is up to return filing. Up to payment. Okay. This is section 234B. 1% per month. Everyone getting this? This starts from 31st of March. So see, हम reverse आ रहे हैं. A पहले इधर बात किया, B इधर किया और C और आगे करेगा. Everyone clear? So this is for your advance tax late payment if it is difference is above 90%. Everyone clear? Yes. The next is your interest for deferment of advance tax installment. Okay, if your advance tax installments are deferred, means अब आपने installment में कोई गड़बड़ की. Okay, installment was what? On 15th of June it was 15%, on 15th of September it was 45%, on 15th of December it was 75%, right? So if you have done some gadbad in installment, then this another section comes into place which says that 1% per month for the deferred amount, for the difference amount. So please pay attention here. So this is going to be, see like this, from here to here only, for this period only, because then the new installment comes. So whatever you are for here, यहाँ पे तो कुछ नहीं रहेगा for the first period because there is no due date only. From here to this till this period only. How much? 1% into 3 months only, because the period is only of 3 months, into the difference of amount. Next starts from here to here. Again 1% for 3 months. Another is again from here to here, 1% for 3 months. And the last one is here. Just a minute. And the last one is from 15th of March up to 31st of March. So here 1% for only 1 month, because uske baad 234 is taking care, right? So this is for each of installment. So this is 234C. Everything clear? So now see, if you haven't paid any of that advance tax installment, this 234C will come. Haven't paid total advance tax, so after C, B will take care. And अब neat and file नहीं किया है, तो A will also take care. So this one diagram summarizes all of your 3 interests. I will request you please draw this diagram with yourself. Okay, it may happen कि screenshot में आपको समझे ना, but this will very clearly give you every month every interest calculation. Also just remember, याद से it is only for 1 month, because from 15 to 31st of March only. 15 days are only there, but we know it is even in a single day per month interest will be calculated, right? Yes, draw this diagram. Ask me if you have any queries. Everyone clear? Interest under section 234. Hriday, see, whatever is your difference in advance tax and your final tax. Say for example, my advance tax was 1 lakh and my total tax was 1 lakh and my advance tax I paid only 80,000. So difference is how much? 20,000. 20,000 into 1% into number of months until you did this payment. So say I paid this on 1st of say October. So this will be for April, May, June, July, September. Sorry, April, May, June, July, August, September, and October as well. Because I have paid on 1st of October. So 1% into 7 months. Got it? The return filing date was say September. So September I have filed on October. So even here this is 234, 234B. Even 234A will come for 20,000 into 1% into 1 month because I have filed 1 day late. Rita, what you are asking, I didn't understood your query. I did not understood the dates from where applied. See, it's applied from every date of installment. So for first installment, the date is what? 15th of June. So after 15th of June up to next installment date. Next is from 15th of September, next is from 15th of December, and the next is from 15th of March. So from installment date up to the next payment for advance tax 234C. For 234B up to the from starting from 1st of April. 1st of April. This is from 1st of April to your payment date. And for 234A, it is from the return filing due date up to the return file due date. Got it, Hriday? This is quite confusing part, guys. Many students get confused here. Okay, so I will suggest please do this very much nicely because a different 4 to 6 mark question can come only upon this 3 interest. Shall I give one question to solve? So you will understand the practical impact as well. Okay, do one thing. Say the total tax is 1 lakh. Okay, for your easiness I'm saying. So here by first installment you paid say only 10,000. Okay, second installment you paid 40,000. Total I will not say total as well, मैं आपको confuse ही करता हूँ. Another installment you paid another 30,000. Third installment you paid another only 10,000. Fourth installment you paid another 20,000. Okay, please calculate interest under section 234B and C, and the final payment you did on 1st of October. Final balance payment you did on 1st of October. So on first installment you paid 10,000, another installment you paid 30,000, next installment you paid 10,000 and next installment you paid 20. So आपने टोटल कितना पे किया वो देख लो आप. बचा जो है 1 लाख की लाइबिलिटी के लिए वो आपने पे कर दिया 1st of October को. So please calculate interest under section 234B and C. Come on, it's on your field. I want you to try this first because you have just said me you understood everything ahead. Okay, so please try to calculate, at least give it a try. So what happens when you do mistakes, you remember these things more nicely. Okay, so I am giving you 4 minutes time to try this. Your time starts now. Yes, more 3 minutes to go. Let me know your answers, guys. दोनों का इंटरेस्ट अलग अलग बताना मुझे. Come on everyone, last minute. You must have done this question before ना. आपने ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन किया होगा ना इंटरेस्ट का? Guys, the time is about to up. समझ गया था ना आप सबको तो प्रोविजन आंसर में क्या हुआ? I said your income tax is very interesting. Theoretically you may understand, but practically it's very difficult. Okay, I got answer from Bhavya. I'm giving you an extra time, guys. If you are solving, please solve it. Do mistakes here only, but Bhavya got 1800 answer. Good. What about others? Kirti, Hriday, Shriyaksha, Shikha, Shreya. Is only one boy there, one boy online. Every girls are only there in chat. What about other boys? Yes. Are you done or shall I solve? Come on, I do not want to stop you guys if you are doing, but if you are not able to do, let me know. I will solve it, guys. Okay, very good. Shika got answer 1850. What about anyone else? Are you solving? Shall I wait or shall I start solving? Okay, you're not saying anything. Kirti got 1800 answer. Fine. Let's start it, guys. Please pay attention, everyone. Now see. So here is your first. Let's calculate the total 234C interest. Okay. Total tax is 1 lakh. first installment, which is on 15th of June, you should have paid how much, guys? 15%, which comes to 15,000. Okay, to be paid, I will write it here. Here installment. Okay, but you paid, actually paid how much? 10,000 only. But there was minimum limit as well. Minimum was at least 12%. आपने वो भी पे नहीं किया. So interest will be on the to be paid and actual paid. See how small things come into your mind when you solve questions. अगर आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं करो तो कभी समझेगा ही नहीं. You डायरेक्ट encounter this problem in exam. और एग्जाम में क्या ही करोगे? So minimum limit is 12,000, but if you don't pay 12,000, the difference will be calculated right from the total. So the difference is how much? 5,000. Interest is 1% into 5,000 into 3 months. Total interest comes to how much? Yes, 5,000 into 50, is that 150, guys? Okay. Further, second installment must have been paid by, say, date your 15th of September. That should be paid how much? It should be paid at least 45%, which comes to 45,000, or minimum 36%, which is 36,000. How much we have additionally paid? So additionally we paid here 30,000. So आपका total payment कितना होगा यहाँ पर? Add 30,000. Your total payment is 40,000. Is it above limit? What was the minimum amount you need to pay? 36,000. Is it above limit? Yes. So there will be no difference, no interest here for the second installment. Purposefully I have given you in such a way. Third installment on 15th of December, the limit was 75%, no minimum limit, which comes to 75,000. And you have paid how much? Actually you further paid 10,000. How much is total now? 50,000. Is there difference? Yes, huge difference of 25,000. So interest is 1% into 25,000 into 3 months, which comes to how much? 250 into 3, that is 750. Everyone getting this? Installment number 4, as on 15th of March. Okay, how much is here installment to be paid? It is 100%. That is how much? 1 lakh. How much you paid additionally? We paid only 20,000 additionally. So how much total we have now paid? 70,000. What is difference? 30,000. What is interest? 1% into 30,000 into only 1 month, because after that 224B will take care. So this comes to 300. So section 234C का इंटरेस्ट आएगा आपका कितना, गाइस? 1200 only. Okay, and section 234B interest would be right from 1st of April up to 1st of October. How many months are there? January, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 7 months. And how much is the difference amount, guys? Total difference amount, you paid 70, you should pay 1 lakh. So 30,000 into 7 months into 1%. So this comes to 2100. Right? So your total interest for B and C is 3,300. How many of you have given a correct answer? Yes? All have understood the provisions? That's why I ask you so many times, guys, have you understood it completely or not? Copy it down. Haven't you done the example for this interest in your class? Everyone clear? Yes. Security. Up to second installment you need to pay maximum 45,000. Okay, बट अगर आपने 36% पे कर दिया तो भी काम चल जाएगा. So 36% was 36,000. Have you paid minimum 36,000 up to yet? Yes, we have paid 40,000. So please try treat each installment separate part. एक installment पे आया इसका मतलब ये नहीं सब installment में interest आएगा. So for the part of second installment you required to pay 36, you paid 40. That's great. No need of paying anything more. Got it, Kirti? Yes. Shikasi, how's the calculation here? 1% तो interest का rate है. Difference is how much in this? 5,000. So 5,000. Every installment you will calculate for 3 months only. यहाँ पे तो कुछ आया ही नहीं. यहाँ पे भी 3 month आया. Last installment is on 15th of March. So 15th of March to 31st of March only. 1 month only. Because month or part of the month. So that we take only 1 month. After that, 234B will take care. So that came for 1st of April to 1st of October. See, you will understand this here. I said you here. See, this was for 3 months. 3 months. 3 months. This is only for 1 month. Because the period is only this much. Got it, Shikha, Kirti? Shall I give you one more question for this? See, sometimes a 6 mark question from this part for 4 or 6 mark. Because what happens, even institute knows that when you start learning tax right from start up to you reach the last chapter, आपका patience खत्म हो जाता है. तो last chapter में आप क्या करते हो पता है? You just turn the pages. हाँ ये आता है, ये आता है, ये आता है. Is it sure? Is it right or not? That's what happened. So institute also knows where you are. I said, nah, institute knows everything because see all the papers setter are chartered accountant. They know from what they have gone from what you are going through. Okay. There is no minimum limit for 3 and 4, Bhavya. The minimum limit is only for first and second. That is 12 and 36%. Okay. Have you done with this? I will give you one more question. See, RTP and everything is secondary for me. Why? Because questions are there of institute, answers are there with you. That you can do at your end and you can check. That's secondary thing. This learning is important. RTP was also done only for this learning purpose. This is very much important. We can spend time upon that. That's why we had this sufficient time, right? Pay attention here, everyone now. Total tax liability is say 1 lakh. No, let me change it. Let's say it is 2,25,000. Okay, and advance tax was paid as following. Now let me just use a calculator as well. Write down the question with you if you want to. We paid on first, say 12th of June. We paid 20,000. On 15th of September, we paid 70,000. On 16th of December, we paid another 30,000, or say, yeah, okay. On 15th of March, you paid 50,000, and on 10th of November, You paid the balance amount. Which is 55,000. Okay. So you have to identify what was the due date, whether it was within due date, and if within the due date, whether there was short payment. If not within due date, what was the short payment. थोड़ा सा मैंने एक step बढ़ा दिया है level का. Let's see how much of you are able to do it. I'm giving you 5 minutes time for this now. This time, guys. Ask me if you have any queries. While solving, if you got any queries, you are stuck somewhere, ask me without hesitation. Bindas. And just give me a minute, I will just fill my bottle and be back. In the meantime, you please post your answers. अरे यार Yes, guys, done. Your time's up. Yes, I'm waiting for your answer. I got one answer from Bhavya. Everyone else, what about your answer? I'm waiting for your answers. Shall I start solving? Shall I will give you a 1 minute more. Semi total interest, guys, including 234A and B and C. Sorry. Be confident enough. Share your answer. Come on, guys. Everyone, give me your answers. Only Bhavya has given you answer yet. Kirti, Shikha, Hriday. Hriday, you haven't given answer last time as well. Okay, at least say me. Shall I wait or shall I begin? Yes, Shikha has given answer. Very good. Shiraksha has given her answer. Very good. Everyone is there with a different answer. What about Malika? Okay. I'm solving this now. Pay attention. What was the due date for the first installment? The due date was 15/6. Is it paid within due date? Yes. How much was required to be paid? Okay, or 2,25,000. Just a minute now and go to the calculator. Into 15%. Required was 33,750. But minimum was how much required? 27,000. Have you paid minimum as well? No. So the difference is how much? Difference is of 13,750. Okay. So the interest would be 13,750 into 1% into 3 months. So 13,750 into 1% into 3. This comes to 412.5. Next, installment due date, installment paid date is 15/9. Due date is also 15/9. That's great. Paid within due date. You paid additional 70. Total how much you paid means 90,000. How much was required? 2,25,000 into 45%. Required was 1,01,250. But minimum was how much? 36%. So 2,25,000 into 36%. That comes to 81,000. Have you paid minimum? Yes. So no difference, no interest. Difference is there, but no interest would be there. Okay. Next, third installment. You paid on 16/12. What is the due date of third installment? Due date is 15/12. So this 30,000 paid is of no use for this installment. Are you understanding, guys? Because it is late. So up to 15th of March, only 90,000 was paid. And the minimum required was 75% this time. It was required 1,68,750. I am taking difference from this. Why? Because it was late paid. We will consider only amount paid up to 15th of December. So minus 90,000 which you paid till now. This comes to 78,750. And the difference will be taxable. Interest would be 78,750 into 1% into 3 months. This comes to, right now I am not there in your chat, I am on calculator, so I will see your chat later on. If you have any query, just message it down there. Next, fourth installment. अरे ज़्यादा installment हो गई क्या? I have done some mistake क्या? ऊपर नीचे हो गया क्या कुछ मेरा? No, it's correct. अच्छा, it's next year. Right. Fourth installment. It was how much, guys? The due date was 15th of March itself. So now I will add this 30 as well and 50 as well. क्योंकि total pay कर दिया गया था. So up to now, how much is paid? 80 plus 90, 1,70,000. How much was required to be paid? 100%, 2,25,000. What is different? Difference 55,000. Is it correct? Okay, and interest would be how much? 55,000 into 1% into 1 month only. So this comes to 5,500. So your total interest under this section 234C comes to 5,500 plus 2362.5 plus 412.5. which is 8275. Further, for section 234B, which talks about payment from your 1st of April. So हमारा कितना शॉर्ट पेमेंट है? अभी भी हमारा शॉर्ट पेमेंट है 55,000 का. So 234B 55,000 इंटू आपने कब पे किया? ये नवंबर में पे किया. So अप्रैल, मई, जून, जुलाई, अगस्त, सितंबर, अक्टूबर, नवंबर, 8 months into 1%, which comes to, oh sorry, here it will be 550 only. I'm sorry. So this total is 3325 only, and this total goes to 4,400. So your interest under section 234C is this, and 4,400 is for 234B. Yes, I'm so sorry I done that mistake. Okay, Malika, no problem. Check your answers, guys, here. So your total interest is 3325 plus 7725. Shiraksha given right answer. Just give me a second. Yes. अरे यार. Yes, guys. Everyone clear with the solution? Anyone have any query? So understand, this minimum limit is only for this and this installment, and you have to pay installment before the due date. If you pay it after that, it will be not considered for that installment, but for next installment it will be considered. So before that date we see total payment you done till now, and then we do the calculation. See, up to 15th of March we see आपने कितना पेमेंट किया है. So you done till 90. उसके बाद आपने ये भी तो 15th of March के पहले किया ना, भले पिछले इंस्टॉलमेंट से लेट किया है, बट up to 15th of March this was done, plus you done this. So up to that date we see total payment done, cumulative payment. Got it, Hriday? Yeah, see, Bhavya, you had paid 30,000 on 16. It's at but the limit, the date closed on 15. तो हम देखेंगे 15/12 के पहले आपका कितना पेमेंट हुआ है. So 16 में जो हुआ है that is not before 15, तो we won't consider it. Next installment when we see 15th of March, इसके पहले कितना पेमेंट हुआ है. तो इसके पहले तो ये भी हुआ है, ये भी हुआ है, ये टोटल भी हुआ है. That's why we consider this in the next installment. Got it? Got it, Bhavya? Yes, because it's only from 15th of March to 31st of March. After that, this takes care. Okay, that's it then. We'll stop here for this part. Everyone clear? Saying the 24B, I took it as 7.5. Is it? No, 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 no. Bilkul nahi. I have said you, month or part of the month. We'll consider it complete month for TDS interest, for this interest, for all the interest. Okay? Even if for one day, you have to complete month आपको consider करना है. Okay? रात के 12:02 हुए ना तो भी पूरा महीना लेना है. Yes, Suchan, yes, and Suchan, welcome to our chat. After 7 lectures, I am here to see your first message. Hopefully, आपको पहले सब समझा होगा. So that's what is the interesting thing, guys. Even if like 15th of say March का 12 बज गए हैं, okay, from 12:10 16th March starts. The interest will be for per month. Complete month. Okay, everyone clear? Hopefully this was something good that has you have been there into your mind now. Okay. Now next is your late payment. No, late payment. Yeah. If you file your income tax return after due date, in that case the penalty would be 5,000. If you file up to 31st of December, after that penalty would be 10,000. But if your income is below 5 lakhs, the penalty would be maximum 1,000. This is penalty. Penalty अलग लगेगा, interest अलग लगेगा. इसीलिए तो सब हमें इतना serious लेते हैं, because there are so many penalties, so many problems, so many repercussions. That's why CS has been so much serious and have been so much sincerely people follow us. Okay, come on, everyone, say me done. Then I will go to the last chapter, which will just take hardly 10-15 minutes from now, and then we'll see some questions of your RTP as much in it permits in our time. Yes, is everyone clear? Come on, message me at least now. अरे लास्ट दिन है, अभी तो मैसेज करो, अभी तो मुझे आपका नाम पता चलने दो. सर बड़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ती है सर, फ़ोन हाथ में लेना पड़ता है, उसको वापस टर्न करनी पड़ती है, स्क्रीन चैट खोलना पड़ता है, फिर मैसेज करना पड़ता है. इट्स सो डिफिकल्ट सर, इज इट? ओके, लेट्स गो टू द लास्ट चैप्टर. अगर मेरे सामने रहते ना, सबको एक एक को पकड़ के धोता था मैं अभी. इफ़ यू वुड बी सो मच स्लो इन रिप्लाइंग इट. हाँ यस सर, क्या मेहनत के लिए? कृष्णा का भी पहला मैसेज है आज. वाओ. इवन सत्यजीत इज, आर यू हैप्पी फॉर द लास्ट डे ऑफ दिस इनकम टैक्स क्लास? इसलिए आप मैसेज करके बता रहे हो? हाँ सर, हम भी बैठे थे क्लास में. सत्यजीत का भी पहला मैसेज है आज. वेरी गुड. चलो Let's come to the last chapter, that is your return filing and provision of return filing. A very simple, straightforward chapter is this. Okay. So what are your due dates of return filing? So for everyone the due date is of 31st of July. But for the one to whom audit is applicable in the last year, for them, and the partnership firm to whom audit is applicable for last year, okay, sorry, not last year, current year, that is where your turnover is above 1 crore and you are not opting for 44 AD, okay, so such partnership firms and their partner as well, working partner, the limit is of 31st of September, 31st नहीं, 30th of September, okay. So अभी इसलिए सारे सीए बड़े बिजी है. Those are who are in practice. Your senior, those who are in articleship, वो अभी आपका फोन भी नहीं उठाते होगे. I remember my articleship days, we used to stay there in the firm for 2 to 3 a.m. At least 1 or 2 days we have even slept at our firm itself. सुबह उठ के वापस नाश्ता करके काम चालू. So this is what happens in the land of the due date. Why? Because if you don't do audit by a chartered accountant within your time limit, what is the penalty? The penalty is 1.5% of your turnover or 1,50,000, whichever is lower. You remember this? 44 AB. Okay, and the one to whom transfer pricing is applicable, for them the limit is 30th of November. Okay. Everything clear? Further, so who need to file this return? Every firm, company, LLP have to compulsorily file the income, even if the income is 1 rupee. लॉसेस रहा तो करना ही पड़ेगा आपको. क्यों? बिकॉज आपको लॉस कैरी फॉरवर्ड तभी होगी जब आप रिटर्न फाइल करोगे. आइदर पर्सन, इफ ग्रॉस टोटल इनकम इज मोर देन कैप प्लस exemption of capital gain is more than basic exemption limit, any other person like individual HUF. No Krishna, it's 30th September only, all together with that. Wait a second now. Oh right. I'm so sorry. So वो उसके लिए ही होगा. You are correct. For them, for this partner, the due date is 31st of October. You are correct. So ये उसके लिए ही होगा. So actually I have to make correction here. It should be like this. For them it is 30th of September. Okay. Further, yes, you are right, Krishna, you are right. It's for partners, it is 31st of October. Deposited, if anyone deposited more than 1 crore in current account, they have to file compulsory return. Anyone incurred more than 2 lakh on foreign travel, भाई foreign travel के ऊपर आपने 2 लाख से ज़्यादा खर्चा, भाई रिटर्न भरो, because आपकी इनकम फॉर श्योर 2.5 लाख से ऊपर होगी. Incurred more than 1 lakh in electricity bill, have to pay the income, file the return. He and his ROR are owing any foreign asset. अगर आप या आप is resident and ordinary resident and you are owning any foreign asset, even though your income is 5 rupees, you have to compulsorily file the return. A person carrying on business and turnover is above 60 lakhs, have to file the return. Person carrying on profession, turnover is above 10 lakhs, have to file a return. A resident above 60 years, TDS plus TCS is above 50,000, have to file a return. Okay, Krishna, that's very good. So Krishna, are you practicing? Are you in articleship as well? Any other person told TDS, TCS. So individual 60 years above, TDS, TCS above 50,000 have to file return, and person if deposit more than 50 lakhs in saving account, even he has to file the return. Please, I will suggest take 4-5 minutes and go from each of this condition. Why? Because any of this can be your MCQ question. Go through them carefully, try to remember them. एक एक पढ़ो, क्लास में छोटे छोटे चैप्टर खत्म कर दो. दैट्स आई ऑल व्हाट ऑलवेज आई सी, सो दैट योर बर्डन ऑफ अदर चैप्टर विल बी लेस. इनकम टैक्स से इतना है, जीएसटी और अलग है. आई नो हाउ मच बर्डन यू मे बी इनटू. Everyone clear? Have you done with all of this? Okay. Then we have seen the return filing due date. Now next, bulk return. So IT department in a company can also do a bulk income tax return for all the employees. So all the employees can give the data to the company and they can do the return filing thing. Next, central government may in future ask certain class of person that you do not require to do that particular income tax return filing in future. No provision yet. Next, loss return. We have learned this in your set off and carry forward itself. Other than house property and unabsorbed loss, unabsorbed depreciation, if you want to carry forward your loss, your return should be filed in required within due date. Then and then only you can carry forward your loss. So see, under section 80, so see now pay attention. Remember this condition of return filing for loss return filing condition for loss return is when the year when the loss has been secured or not secured, when the loss has been, what is the word that, a loss has been, year in which the loss has, okay, in the year in which loss you have got this loss, for that year if you want to carry forward, then return filing is compulsory within due date. But if you have loss of some earlier year, even if you don't file return, this will be carry forwarded. Pay attention what I have said you again. Say for example 22-23 May I got a loss of 5 lakh rupees in PGBP. So I have to file this return within due date to carry forward this loss in future. But say if 2021 I have got loss of 1 lakh, so रिस्पेक्टिव ईयर का रिटर्न टाइम से भरना है. अगला नहीं भी भरा तो भी 1 लाख इज एलिजिबल फॉर द सेट ऑफ इंट्रा हेड. गॉट दिस? सो इफ यू सिक्योर लॉस इन द रिस्पेक्टिव ईयर, द रिटर्न हैज टू बी फाइल्ड विद इन द ड्यू डेट, और एल्स इवन योर एवरीथिंग विल, ऑल द डिफरेंट पेमेंट विल नॉट हेल्प यू. Okay, house property and unabsorbed loss can be carried forwarded even if not return filed, no problem. Loss of specified also cannot be carried forward if return filed late. The condition stipulated in section 80 only for the year in which, let's see now, this is what the line says. This condition is applied only in which the loss has been sustained. Yeah, sustained was the word. Okay, it does not apply for any last year's carry forward losses. Okay, further, as per CBDT, loss can still carry forwarded. अगर लॉस आपका 50 lakhs तक है, आपने रिटर्न फाइल नहीं किया है, go to CBDT, ask them for some forgiveness. लॉस आपका 10 lakhs तक है, go to CIT, Commissioner of Income Tax or Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, ask them to pardon so that your loss can be carried forwarded. About 10 lakh to 50 lakhs, go to Chief Commissioner of Income Tax or your, what we say, Principal Chief Commissioner of Income Tax. So up to 10 lakhs, CIT, about 10 to 50, PCIT, above 50, go to CBDT only. Okay, so if there is delay and you have to pardon this delay because of genuine hardship. Why genuine hardship? So they can consider if site gone down, there was no option available or anything like that. In that they may consider and ask, may let you carry forward the loss. But it's always good that you file the return during the time. Okay, next, belated return. If assessee fails to file return within due date, then he can file belated return within the following timeline. How much time? See, before 3 months prior to the end of relevant assessment year or before completion of assessment, whichever is earlier. So you can file your belated return up to before 3 months of your before 3 months of completion of your assessment year. Okay, मतलब क्या? See, for my financial year 22-23, this is my PY. 22, 23, AY 23, 24. Okay, so the return for this can be filed before 3 months of completion of AY, that is up to 31st of December. So we directly remember that 31st of December तक आप लेट रिटर्न भर सकते हो. Earlier, you know, you can file the earlier, हाँ, आप 2 साल लेट रिटर्न फाइल कर सकते थे, but gradually they have reduced a year, and now they say that you can file your income tax return up to 31st December only, that too with a huge fine of 5,000 rupees. Okay, one good thing is that if you file your return within the time limit, you can revise your return multiple times. Again, up to 31st of December or before completion of assessment, whichever is earlier, multiple times. जितनी बार रिवाइज करना आप कर सकते हो. Now what happens in revised return? Say I filed my return on 10th of June. Okay, I filed my return here. So if I file revised return after that, I can do multiple times. But always remember, जितनी बार revised return आप फाइल करोगे, उतना आपका केस हाईलाइट होगा. इनकम टैक्स को पता चलेगा भाई पक्का कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. Okay, so as you revise your return, your new return takes the same date. Even though it is late, but क्योंकि आपने आपका मेन रिटर्न टाइमली रिवाइज कर फाइल कर दिया था, तो आपका नया रिटर्न पुरानी डेट लेता. तो लोग क्या करते पता है, if it is of 30th of September and they are not able to get all the details and data incorrect, so what they do, you know, they do this trick, they simply file the return, okay, and after a month or so they revise it, so date remains within the period and the return also get revised. Okay, next is defective return. If return not filed in prescribed form, apne koi galat था, there are different form, ITR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this you learn in your CA final. If you file in some other form, okay, so your return can be as default. Proof of tax not attached with return. So your return nowadays, return filed only when you attach the proof of tax. Okay, when you pay the tax, then only you are able to file the return. Report under section 44AB not submitted. So if you are done the audit but CA haven't submitted your report and still you file your return, nowadays it doesn't even file only until unless all these things are done. So your return will be known as defective return, and here you will be given an opportunity to correct this defect within 15 days. But if you don't do this, your return will be void. Okay, further, a new thing they have introduced here, updated return, just from this financial year. Now revised return is something when you can increase the income as well as decrease the income. In updated income, see what very intelligently they have said, it provides an additional 2 years to a taxpayer to update his return. Updated return can be filed irrespective of fact whether the taxpayer has earlier filed original revised return or belated return. So even if I file late return, even if I file a revised return already, even if I file normal return within due date, I can update my return. But only thing is that in the updated return he cannot file if the return is of loss or has the effect of decreasing tax liability. So आपको tax liability बढ़ाना है, tax interest के साथ pay करना है, you can update your return up to 2 years. हमें कोई problem नहीं है. लेकिन अगर आपको tax liability कम करना है या loss बढ़ाना है, then you are not allowed to update the return. So please understand this situation again. Financial year 22-23, I should file this return within due date. Okay, due date of return filing is here somewhere. After this, if you file, this is belated return. This is, say, wait a minute, let me draw it nicely. Okay, so this return, if you file this time, it is normal return. If you file here, it is belated. Normal return can be what we say again up to here only. This normal return can be revised number of times, no problem. All this return, belated as well as this normal, can be revised up to here for 2 years, and you can file an updated return. But only remember, updated return is filed when you increase your tax liability if you decrease your loss or increase your loss, it's not possible. Only if you increase your tax liability, then and then only you can update your return. So in short, government says आपको income बढ़ानी है, tax देना है, तो आप दीजिए. But please remember, जितनी भी आप tax liability बढ़ाओगे ना, उसके ऊपर पूरे ये 2 साल का interest आएगा. Means up to the date you update your return. How much is the interest? Under interest is 1% per month. And remember, यहाँ पे interest आपको सिर्फ 234A नहीं आएगा, बल्कि B भी आएगा. बिकॉज आप पेमेंट भी लेट कर रहे हो, एडवांस टैक्स भी नहीं पे किया था इतना टाइम का, और एज वेल आपने रिटर्न भी लेट फाइल किया. ओके, फर्दर एन अपडेटेड रिटर्न कैन नॉट बी फाइल्ड इन सर्च एंड सीजर इन के अदर केसेस. सो सी, अगर आपके पास रेट गिरी है और आप फटाक से सीओ को फोन करके बोलते हो रिटर्न भर दे एक्स्ट्रा, दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल. ओके, in case of search and seizure, no updated return is applicable. An amount equal to 25 or 50% as an additional tax on the tax and interest. See now again, add as additional tax on tax and interest due on the additional income shown in the updated return would be required to be paid depending upon the time of filing of return. So tax तो भरना ही है, उसके ऊपर additional 25 to 50% आपको tax additional भरना है और उसके ऊपर interest भरना है, तो आप आपका return update कर सकते हो. Okay. So government says if you are to give some more revenue to us, we don't have problem. You can do up to 2 years. Everyone clear? This is an interesting circumstance. This is a must do. Okay, a question can be there from this part as well. Okay, because again generally students are very much low in the last part of the subjects. ये सारा मोटिवेशन पहले ही खत्म हो जाता है. Okay, next, once you file your return can be verified from following persons. Individual can verify himself. If he is not there or mentally incapacitated, then he can ask someone else to verify it. HUF Karta can verify. If Karta is not there, then some adult member can verify. Partnership form, managing partner. Now please remember this sometimes is asked in your MCQ questions. Partnership form, managing partner. If he is not there, no managing partner, then adult partner. LLP, designated partner. Remember, partnership form, managing partner. LLP, designated partner. If no designated partner, then anyone can do it. Company, MD. If no MD, any other director. In case of liquidation, liquidator. Political party, CEO. Okay, just go through this list once, guys. Done everyone? Okay, in case of local authority, a principal officer and other person competent to verify. Again further, you need to compulsorily link your Aadhaar and PAN card. If not, then again there will be a penalty here. Okay. Further, if not your Aadhaar and PAN are not linked, 1000 penalty is applicable. Okay. Further, guys, permanent account number. So anyone who is having income above basic exemption limit shall apply for the PAN number. Now what happens? See, PAN is your identity for your income tax. Just like Aadhaar is your identity for address and all other thing, PAN is identity for your income tax. So on PAN number everything happens. So whoever cuts your TDS, whoever collects your TCS, they all collect it on your PAN name. So once you are done with your completed your year, so all the TDS which has been deducted upon for you, if they have filed the return on timely basis, it will be visible for you in 26 AS. So all the persons, whoever are deducting my TDS, it will be clearly visible for me in my, what do we say, in my 26 AS form. So I can take this deduction all from there. Okay. Also remember, when we are doing this calculation of installments now, advance tax ki installment, if there is any TDS collected in that respective time, even that will be eligible for the advance tax installment. Matlab, for example, say 15th of June is the due date for paying 15% tax. Okay, say my tax liability is 1 lakh. I have to pay how much? 15,000. Say my TDS is already done before this 10,000. So I need to just pay only above 5,000. Got it? मुझे ऊपर का सिर्फ 5,000 पे करना है. So if any TDS is deducted for your part, that is considered in your advance tax installments. It should be just done before that due date. Turnover of more than 5 lakhs before end of the previous year, you have to apply for PAN. Resident person entering into financial transaction about 2.5 lakh have to be apply for this. Every कर्ता trustee director AO can also allot PAN sumoto. So अगर AO को लग रहा है कि किसी को PAN देना चाहिए, इसको देना ही पड़ेगा, so वो खुद से भी किसी को PAN दे सकता है. Further, PAN has to be clearly mentioned in case of this following transactions. So just see, whenever you sell purchase a motor vehicle other than two-wheeler, PAN has to be given there. So आपको इन कंडीशन में PAN के लिए अप्लाई करना है, एंड इन कंडीशंस में आपको PAN देना ही है. नहीं होगा तो अप्लाई करके दो. Opening an account other than time deposit referred in saving account with the bank, PAN is compulsory. Making an application in banking company or operating a bank, PAN is again compulsory. Okay, opening a demat account, PAN is compulsory for all such transactions. Payment of hotel, restaurant against bill above 50,000, PAN is compulsory. Payment in connection of foreign travel above 50,000, PAN is compulsory again. Payment of mutual fund for purchase of mutual above. Now see, now wherever nowadays you provide this PAN, now this all transactions are being available in AIS. AIS is a system where wherever transaction you are done through your PAN, all the list comes into picture. So government को पता चल जाएगा अगर आप income tax में return में income you are showing only 2,50,000, 80,000 and you are doing expenditure on your foreign travel, your hotel booking above 50,000, shopping above 1 lakh, all this expenditure. So government traces this and in fact they show you now this कि भाई हमारे पास आपकी already इतनी income information है, so please थोड़ा सा ध्यान से. Okay. Payment to a company of institution acquiring above 50,000. Payment to RBI for bonds above 50,000. Payment to bank above 50,000. So you can see to remember all this limits separately. It's a huge task, even I know. So you can just remember generally all limits are 50,000. For specific certain thing, the limit goes above 50,000. Okay. Time deposit with banking company 50,000 or aggregate 5 lakhs. So लोग क्या कर रहे हैं 40,000 के FD कर रहे हैं. So above 5 lakhs again they will ask you for the PAN. Payment of any prepaid instrument 50,000. Payment of life insurance premium 50,000. Payment of sale or purchase of securities, here the limit is 1 lakh. Sale purchase by person of shares of company, limit is 1 lakh. Sale purchase of immovable property, limit is 10 lakh. That is your amount or SDB, whichever is there. Above 10 lakhs it is applicable. And sale purchase of any person of goods and service in nature other than specified above, limit is 2 lakhs. So please remember this limit. 50,000 is general limit. Immovable property के लिए 10 lakh is the limit, and any other transaction you do any purchase. So I go into any showroom, I purchase any particular say expensive handbag. Okay. So there are so many companies who sell so expensive handbags like Michael Kors, Prada. Okay. Last month I was just in I was just there outside of India and Thailand. I seen a bag worth 4,50,000 rupees. Like obviously this goes in lakhs, 80-50 lakhs में भी जाता है, but such a simple bag is worth of 4,50,000. In that showroom, you know guys, they have a limit that at the time they will entertain only limited persons. So even if you dare to purchase this and the showroom is full and showroom hardly there were 10 people, they ask us to wait outside. Once someone comes out, then you can go inside. And once you go in, they are there with you to assist anything. You have to just go and sit on a sofa and they will bring you different items from all the showroom and bring it to you and show it to you, which ranges starts even only from 1 lakh. So If you do any such shopping in future, if you are a successful chartered accountant, no one knows where you will go. Please remember me while you are gifting such things, because these gifts are also not taxable under IFRS section 56 to 10. You remember why? Because they are not under JDP SAO. So if you purchase this about 2 lakh rupees, this is going to be taxable. Please do remember this. Not taxable, sorry. Your PAN card has to be provided. So गवर्नमेंट को भी पता चलेगा कि आप प्राडा की बैग खरीद रहे हो और इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न में आप 1,20,221 रुपया आप इनकम दिखा रहे हो. Okay. Exception, a minor who don't have PAN, he can quote his father's PAN, parents' PAN. Non-resident non-resident person entering such transaction can give his passport for such transactions. And PAN and Aadhaar are now interchangeable. So if in the case your PAN and Aadhaar are linked, either in case of PAN you can also show your Aadhaar number, no problem. Government will get to know what you are doing. Next part, CBDT can frame further in future such schemes. Who can be the tax preparers, return preparers. Already they say chartered accountant, a legal practitioner, a officer of scheduled bank, and employee of specified class of person can file this income tax returns. So we are here. Okay, income tax return के बाकी लोग file कर सकते हैं, but audit can be done only and only by a CA. It's a monopoly with CA, you can say. Okay, so you are doing all this hard work to get into this monopoly business or profession, I will say. Okay, last, there can be any such annexure that can be there. The tax is always paid on self assessment. So आपको खुद को सेल्फ असेस करना है, आपको कितना टैक्स आएगा और ये टैक्स आपको गवर्नमेंट को पे करना है. यहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट खुद आके कुछ नहीं करेगी until unless they find something very much suspicious. If they find it suspicious, then they will come to you and then they will take you upside down. Okay, next is alternative minimum tax. Oh, this is also important provision applicable to you. I just forgot that. See, there are two things. There is MAT and alternative minimum tax. MAT is applicable to companies. Alternative minimum tax is applicable for individuals and HUF. Have you done this AMT? If you have done this, I will take in short. क्या आपने AMT किया है guys? Yes guys, have you done with the AMT or not? अरे बताओ मुझे, आप लोगों ने अल्टरनेटिव मिनिमम टैक्स किया है या नहीं किया है? Done? Okay, very good. Then I won't go in very much detail. See now here, whenever individual have a income from section, have claimed a deduction under section 10AA. You remember what is 10AA? SC said का deduction. You remember first 5 years का 100%, next 5 years 50%, next 5 years 50% or credit whichever is lower. Or someone claims a deduction under section 35 AD, that is your specified business. You remember the story, the all 14 businesses. Or someone has claimed a deduction under this deduction chapter, ADJJAA, that employment for your additional employee, ADQQB for your royalty from books, ATRRB royalty from patents, and has this adjusted total income exceeds 20 lakhs, AMT provision will applicable. Okay. Now here guys, see how AMT, now what is adjusted total income? So adjusted total income is income before all these three deductions. So if someone have income before all this deduction, about before deduction, okay. So for example, say if my income is 15 lakhs, but I have already taken deduction of 10 AA 2 lakhs, 35 AD 2 lakhs, and also what we say, and also you are say 80 RRB 3 lakhs. So you add them all up. Before deduction, how much is my income? 22 lakhs. Adding 7 lakh, my 22 lakhs. Is this your adjusted total income about 20 lakhs? AMT provisions are applicable to you. So before, if you don't have any of this deduction, there is no worry of doing AMT. But if you get any of these three deductions, please, आपके दिमाग की क्या जलाओगे आप? आपके दिमाग की बत्ती जलाओगे आप? Okay, because then AMT provisions will be applicable. What AMT provision says that? AMT provision says that compute the tax at 18.5% of your adjusted total income plus surcharge plus cess if applicable, and see what is your tax as per alternative minimum tax AMT, or what is your actual tax. If your AMT is more, then in that case you have to pay alternative minimum tax. If your AMT is less, you will if then you have to pay actual tax. If you pay AMT, whatever extra you pay, then your actual tax will be allowed you as a deduction. Okay, in future will be allowed you as a credit. This credit can be utilized up to 8 years, no, 15 years, right, for 15 assessment years. So please remember, chalo aapko pata hai, so let me ask you some questions. Say my normal taxes, say my normal tax is coming to normal tax is say 10 lakhs. As per AMT, it is 12 lakhs. Say me how much tax I have to pay. Yes? How much tax I have to pay? Obviously, sir, higher of this two, that is 12 lakhs. So here the extra 2 lakhs which I am paying will be available as AMT credit for me, which I can use in future. Next year, say my normal tax came 15 lakhs, AMT is still 18 lakhs. How much I need to pay? Again 18 lakhs. Again, how much ever extra I pay because of AMT, that will be added to my credit. That is how much now total credit is available? 5 lakhs. Say in third year, my normal tax is 10 lakhs and AMT is 6 lakhs. I have to pay how much in this case? चलो आप मुझे बताओ. How much I will pay in this case in the third year, guys? Oh, 3 lakh. How come 3 lakh, Hriday? Wow, 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 Krishna. You will apply this credit here and credit is available 5 lakhs. Difference कितना है? 4 lakhs का. So हम पे करेंगे सिर्फ 6 lakhs और अब आपका क्रेडिट रह जाएगा सिर्फ 1 lakh बिकॉज आपने 4 लाख का क्रेडिट यूज कर दिया है. गॉट इट. नेक्स्ट. अरे कीर्ति भी गलत, साहब गलत आंसर दे रहे हैं. एएमटी कर दिया सर हमने. नेक्स्ट. नॉर्मल टैक्स इज से 5 lakhs. AMT is 3 lakhs. Now say me how much tax you will pay. It seems your revision lecture are very helpful for you. Say thanks to me. No thanks to me, guys. Say it's all your hard work. Certain small spices are remaining. That's why I came here for adding that small spices to your finally cooked food. Okay. 3 lakhs. No, हृदय. अब हमारे पास सिर्फ 1 ही लाख का क्रेडिट अवेलेबल है. सो आप लोग इसमें इस बार 4 lakhs टैक्स पे करोगे एंड क्रेडिट वुड बी नील. सब लोग आंसर डिलीट क्यों करते समझ में नहीं आता मुझे. क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? इट्स ओके. रॉन्ग आंसर. हाउ मच एवर मिस्टेक यू वांट टू डू इट हियर. आई डोंट वांट एनी ऑफ यू डूइंग मिस्टेक इन योर एग्जामिनेशन. Yes, Bhavya, very good. You must have seen the last attempt All India Rankers, right? Deepak and Shrijan, it was, I feel. They were from Alva. So I have taught them income tax in Alvas, okay? Even they used to do a good amount of mistakes here. But then in examination, they just shared their results with me. They scored 84 marks. So that's the thing, guys. You do how much your mistake you want to do here. But see, if you understood, say it understood. If you haven't understood, ask as much question as you want to. That's what even they used to do. Our session used to be a discussion session. So many questions, so many different situations they used to ask. Okay, obviously that was a regular class. It is different from that and revision. But I wanted to say you, if you didn't understood, ask the faculty to say you hundreds of times. That's why you have came into class. Forget the payment thing, but the content thing, the knowledge thing. That's why you have came in the class. Ask it 100 times. Make every confusion of you clear here. Okay, with this I seem you have a good amount of confusion here. Let me ask you one more year. Year 5th. My normal tax comes to 7 lakh. AMT comes to 10 lakhs. Say me how much tax I will pay now. And always remember, AMT is 18.5% always into your adjusted total income. Plus in this, plus you will add surcharge is applicable. Surcharge kab applicable hota hai individual ko when the income is above 50 lakhs and respective. Plus cess you will add. And then you will bring this. यहाँ पे तो मैं आपको total direct दे रहा हूँ. Same in the 5th. So whatever you always need to remember, if AMT is more than tax, you will pay AMT. If AMT is less than tax, you apply credit and that much you want to pay. Very good. In this we pay sir 10 lakh. And how much credit we will have? 3 lakhs. Now interesting question comes. Say year 6. The tax is 5 lakhs. And AMT comes to only 1 lakh. Say me how much tax you will pay now. Yes, Vaishnavi, Krishna, Bhavya and Kirti, you are correct. Very good. Now say me the answer of this next situation. No, Vaishnavi. Yes, Krishna, correct. Yes, Kirti, correct. Yes, Sriraksha, very good. Okay. So now see, आपका minimum आपका AMT is only 1 lakh. Tax is 5 lakhs. So you can go up to 1 lakh. But आपके पास ऑप्शन कितना जाने के लिए? आपके पास सिर्फ 3 लाख कम करने का ऑप्शन है. आप 1 लाख तक जा सकते हो, बट आपके पास सिर्फ 3 लाख कम करने का ऑप्शन है. So you have to pay 2 lakhs. And credit would be nil. Yes, Shriyaksha, very good. So you must have got this thing as well of AMT, alternative minimum tax. Why this has been done by government? Guys, because what happened? Because of deduction, people used to do their income zero. Whereas actually their income may be in lakhs and crores. But because of their 10AA deduction, 100% of export profit, because of your 35DD, 35AD, 100% of your capital expenditure, people used to pay zero tax. Government thought that how can they pay it? We need at least some funds to run the government, right? So then they started this AMT provision applicable to individual. Similar provision is applicable to companies as well, but for them the applicable thing is MAT, minimum alternative tax. Okay, so but that is in your, luckily it's in your CA final. It's a huge topics which has 16 adjustments. यहाँ पे तो सिर्फ 3 adjustment है. MAT के लिए 16 adjustment होती है. But luckily it's not there for you, so you are lucky. Very good enough. Okay, that's it. So here we finish our portion. I'm really sorry, guys. Sorry for the thing that I couldn't take your RTP questions. Okay, I could have scheduled an extra class tomorrow, but problem is what, tomorrow I'm leaving for a vacation. Okay, and I will be coming a week after that. So your all revision classes are already finished by that time. Okay, so I'm sorry for that, but please go on to your RTP and RTPs and your mock test paper which have been shared in your notes. Please let me know if you have any doubts. I'm always available to you. It may happen I will reply you a day late, or not day, maximum a day late, because see there are many doubts which are coming, because I have online classes, I have pen drives which are selling, everything are there. So I get so many doubts daily. So I try to put some half hour or 1 hour daily for the doubts as well. It may happen I will give you a late reply, but definitely you will get a reply. Or नहीं मिला तो बार-बार message करना बिंदास. Okay, I'm available always for you. Okay, it may have been missed. That's why sometimes it happens that I'm not able to reply, but you can disturb me as much as you want. Only thing is that message me. just don't call me, okay? Because call again it's very difficult. You can see in class itself I almost मैंने 5-7 कॉल तो कट कर दिए. So that happens. So you just do, the thing is that you message me, okay? Stay updated with my YouTube channel. There I will put this rapid revision. I am saying you, rapid revision are damn important. I have got so many reviews about this rapid revision class, revision audios and videos, okay? So you stay on my YouTube, or else you just be there on my Telegram channel, okay? Further, please stay in touch. A personal touch is always there on Instagram, so you can definitely send a request. Don't worry, I will send you a follow. I will do a follow back to you, or definitely do that for all my students, okay? Because even as much as you are interested in my life, even I am interested in your life, because you are have been student somewhere, and because of that we staying linked. So somewhere time in future, if you come to Pune, definitely let me know, okay? I'm staying in Pune generally, and when I am going to be in Udupi, I am going to definitely call you at Cream Bowl, because that's my favorite place. And if I'm in Mangalore, I'm going to call you at Pabbas. That's my favorite again. But yes, if you have any other recommendation, that is always welcome, because I love to have different types of food, okay? Yes, we are going to definitely meet in our when we physically are available, in when I'm in Udupi or I'm in Mangalore. I'm definitely going to put a status, so you can just connect me through the Instagram, so I will get to know you are there. Even if I'm in Udupi or somewhere, I will ask Ram sir to call you, and if possible, obviously, if after your examination, you can always come to meet me. I will be very much overwhelmed to meet you, because I haven't seen your faces at all. Krishna is in from Mumbai. Achha, Krishna is not from Udupi or here, is from Mumbai. Oh, Krishna, definitely I do come in Mumbai, so we can definitely meet sometime in Mumbai, because I do frequently come to Mumbai in 2-3 months every. Okay, that's all for our classes. I'm waiting for next 5 minutes for all of your doubts. If you have any doubt, please ask me, connect me. I'm saying you, because then I stay connected with you, even I get to know about you. And yes, that's it. If you have any doubt, please ask me for next 5 minutes. We can have some casual chat if you want to, or else if your time is done and you have to go and have your food, then definitely bye bye, take care, no issue at all. You can leave the class, nothing, no new thing I'm going to teach from here, okay? Just thing is that please, a gentle request from me, please do this mock test which have been provided for you, okay? Just go through with all them. Unfortunately, I haven't got enough time to go through them, but you please go through them. These are all questions, generally mock test institute asks question from your either past examination or study material. Maximum they are from study material. So अगर आप study material भी करोगे ना, you will see all of these questions somewhere already there in study material. Most of these questions, other than MCQ. Let me give an example of 1 or 2 question. Okay, so please go through this RTP. It seems very interesting to me. Even I haven't seen it yet. Okay, so please go through it. And yes, I'm there here. Yes, Udupi, definitely we'll see in Malika, we'll see in Udupi, okay? That's it, thank you so much, bye-bye, take care. If you want to talk anything about anything, let's chit chat for next 5 minutes. And if at the same time, if you have any query, please let me know, or else it's done for the day. So again, here are the balloons. And this balloon should be more in the air once you have passed with amazing marks, for which I'm waiting. Already I'm celebrating your All India rank here, okay? So this is a cake with 3 candles. That's it. Yes, guys. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure, Malika. Yes. Bye-bye. Thank you. Welcome. Samita, Kirti, Krishna. Let me know if you have any query in future, guys. Shreya, Shikat, welcome. Oh, Acha, Malika is saying that I just got a message from Malika that it's her mom's number. So Malika, I'm so sorry. It's Shreya. I'm so sorry. I'm calling you from your mother's name. You should have said it further before now. If your mom would be around, she would be thinking she is attending the class. Yes, welcome Hriday, Vaishnavi, Shri Raksha, Bhavya, Shreya CH and Chika. That's it done, guys. Shall we say a see off? It's your homework to go through this all the RTPs. And if any query, let me know. And or after a week we can schedule a session as well. No problem at all to me. Okay, guys, that's it then. Yes, welcome. Thank you so much, and welcome, guys. Thanks for your patience hearing as well. You are very good. None of you have disturbed me a lot. Okay. In fact, आपने कुछ start भी नहीं किया disturb करना मुझे. You are so sincere. बस मुझे आपको हिलाना पड़ता था हर बार कुछ बोलने के लिए. Okay, so shall we go off then? Okay, that's it. If you require anything else, please let me know. Okay, that's end from my side. Bye bye. Take care. Just guys, one thing that please stay focused. It's the prime important period now. Just 30 days from now, one thing you need to do is plan the things. If you fail to plan, it's planning to fail. Okay, plan all your days. Even if you are late from your plan, it's absolutely fine, but plan the things out. Okay, that is very much important. आप ऐसे ही उठ के कुछ भी मत पढ़ो. Plan the things, then things will work automatically for you. And I know now from now you must be very much like tired enough. You must be having so much of hard work up to now. It's the last part. If you make it amazing, it will be a cherry on a cake. Okay, so give your all in for this last part. Okay, आप आपका best दो, results automatically आएंगे. Don't worry about results at all. You know, when I was doing my CA, my elder brother is also chartered accountant. So he used to say me, do not worry about results. तू टेंशन मत ले, तू सिर्फ पढ़ाई कर and so on. But you know, I used to feel अरे उसको क्या बोलने के लिए, वो तो CA हो गया है. It's so difficult for me. But at the end now I realize it's correct. Don't worry about results. Worry about your hard work. Worry about what plan you have made. If you have made your plan, then go according to that. So आप ये सोचो मत पढ़ाई करते मैं पास होगा नहीं होगा. आप ये सोचो मैंने कितना सोचा था और कितना पढ़ा है. And a simple thing always to do. See what your friends are doing and don't do what your friends are doing. Why? Because in CA majority people fails. So अगर आपके फ्रेंड टाइम पास कर रहे हैं, पिक्चर देखने जा रहे हैं, दे फील अरे नहीं हम थक गए, थोड़ा चिल कर रहे हैं, don't listen to them. Don't add their feelings to your feelings. You have your own feelings. Don't get simply in motion with someone else's feeling. You have your feelings. You do what you feel right. Okay. Study hard. Last month to go. Give your all in your examination days and see how amazing you will be passing with. Amazing results you will be having. Okay. So that's it with this, and we'll end our class for here. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care. Best of luck for your results, and don't forget to send me your results screenshot, whatever it may be. I'll be always there for you. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.